Not so very long ago, Boholanos have one ubiquitous plant standing among others in their backyard: cacao. During the Spanish times, people have been growing, harvesting, roasting, and grinding cacao for their secuate in homemade contraptions. Secuate then was the only luxury both the rich and the poor share. Secuate comes from melted tableas of roasted and ground cacao beans. But did you know that apart from secuate, cacao is also the source of your bittersweet chocolates?
Isa yung napagtuunan ng pansin is yung paggagawa ng tsokolate. Kasi it is known dito sa Bohol na talagang staple food, just like rice, yung pag-iinom ng sekwate everyday.
In the absence of technology, however, people then can only process cacao into tableas. Because the dried beans for tableas doesn't need complicated processes, they sell cheap.
Ilan to siya nga after sa imuhang drying, sakto ang pagka-dry. Atong ma-meet tong moisture niya nga, standard moisture nga ato ang abton, aron anha na to siya matago, is kinahanglan appropriate ang packaging material. So pananglitan, atong butangan gyud siya store inside the jute sack. Kaya ang jute sack manggod, mulahos-lahos ang kuan ba, kana bang aeration niya ba. Si national standard yun sa pag-andam sa ato ang cacao beans. Aduna tay duha karon nga. Actually na-approve naman na, di ba? Doon natay unfermented beans. Now, kung ang ato ang purpose is maghimo ta og sikwate or tablea para himuon nga sikwate, create bar, i-advise yun nato nga atong i-ferment.
But when these beans are processed further, the price would go as much.
Mauna nang madunggan ninyo ng mga term nga refiner, concher, melanger. So it takes several hours, actually more than one day ang uban anang mag-process just to meet that micron nga 17 to 20.
With more processing, farmers could potentially earn more from their cacao beans.
Tendency yun na magkakaroon ng mold. So pag may mold, hindi talaga yun masarap pag i-process natin either tablea or tsokolate. Now kung masyado namang mababa, let's say 5 ang iyong moisture content, ang mangyayari dun sa beans ay magiging brittle.
This is when the Department of Science and Technology, Provincial Science and Technology Center in Bohol, got in to help steer the community with science and technology. Enter the Community Empowerment through Science and Technology, or DOST-CEST. Bohol PSTC then poured out the liberating truth of community empowerment using what was thought to be a formidable science.
Sa makapagpalabas ng flavors doon sa cacao beans ay yung proseso ng pag-ferment. May malaking science and technology doon.
As the world got into the melt-in-the-mouth chocolate bars, demand for premium chocolate beans skyrocketed.
Sino may yung mga neighbors dyan na nandyan, let's say may imbakan ng chemicals, may imbakan ng mga sabon na very aromatic, yung mga ganun. And yung worst is yung mga employees ay nandun nagsisigarilyo.
For the DOST, helping cacao farmers in Hacienda Buenavista in the tourism town of Bohol became not just a viable option for more income and environment protection, it has also become an imperative for the community development.
I met Ate Vina in Facebook, and then nakita ko kasi yung may pinost na they were having this chocolate training. Continue to train the students, and we have our chocolate factory sa school. So doon na namin ginawa yung training ng mga students, and we will be incorporating it to the vocational classes that the students will be choosing. Kasi as I've said, we have many vocational classes. So we will include the chocolate making sa vocational classes.
A chance social media encounter linked the Bohol Deaf Academy to the DOST's Cacao Zest project in Bohol. A school operated by International Deaf Education Association of the Philippines, or IDEA Philippines. The BDA offers technical and vocational classes to the differently abled teenagers in Bohol and Leyte.
Provide ang DOST Region 7 ng almost 1 million na grant in aid sa Bohol Deaf Academy para lang sa pag-train ng mga bata. So, naibigay namin yung mga kagamitan. So, ngayon na-train na sila, nagsimula na din silang gumawa ng kanilang produkto. So, meron kasing mga, tawag nun, mga ibang mga establishments na naipundar din o naitayo ang Bohol Deaf Academy kasi lahat kasi ng deaf mute sa Bohol tsaka Leyte ay tinutulungan talaga nila na makatapos ng pag-aaral. But they do not just rely on yun bang matapos lang sa pag-aaral, but at the same time may ibang natututunan na skills.
As the school founder dreamt of a chocolate factory as a venue for livelihood training for the deaf, the DOST put up almost 1 million in grants and aid for the professional training of the young and differently abled students of BDA. The DOST put up the equipment while IDEA Philippines set up the production house within their school compound. From roasters to winnowers, from grinders to electric mixers, from refiners to machines, and from molds to freezers, the DOST granted the school equipment and training for chocolate production. After manually sorting out the beans, grinding can start. The cracked beans are then poured in an electric grinder, something that the old system of hand grinding could hardly match. No wonder the old way of processing cacao ends in this step. This is basic process for the tableya. But the DOST knows that bringing the process further would mean more profit that could improve the living conditions of farmers.
Maka-offer ng different chocolate applications and products na nandun yung infusion ng science sa paggawa. Kailangan naming ma-continue yung collaboration namin sa Bohol Deaf Academy because we don't only give hope to the students that we train.
At the factory, with the DOST's equipment that mechanized the process, human intervention is now at barely minimum. The chocolate laboratory assures the much-needed controlled environment, which is key to perfect chocolates. The ground beans, which have become a thick cacao paste, is then refined, which grinds the coarse paste into a fine consistency, in the standard melt-in-the-mouth consistency of chocolates. In the Philippines, the chocolate still has the cocoa butter fat, unlike the chocolates that are commercially available in the malls. This is in a process of conching. Then, depending on standards, about 35% of sugar is added to attain a 65% chocolate mixture. Then the tempering can start. From a hard paste placed in molders, the chocolate is placed in a freezer to facilitate the hardening of the chocolate bars. From the freezer, packing starts. And then, the chocolate from the bean to the bar, which can be available in the markets, will have transformed a community of farmers, powered the differently abled, and brought joy to the 9 out of 10 people who have developed the taste of chocolates and like